Alright, so we spawned up just beside harbor. Let's go check it out. Now I run as admin, not on this server. Gotta love them titties. There we go. Next time I log in, I'll be admin now. Now this is a dedicated service. There's nobody else on here because, quite frankly, I don't like other people. But it's fun to explore the map, see where things are, and then if you do play on a live server, you can figure out where things are a little easier. Not much at harbor right now. Oh, there's a refinery. It's good to know. Right there's refinery. Now usually on my servers I improve the melee and arrow damage to a double or triple the amount of damage. Right now we're just running base. Base of 1. That's a torch. That's cool. We get to a research table and research that. Now we're on a 2500 map, so we have outpost, water treatment, abandoned military, nice high quality metal, quarry, harbor, and the dome by the looks of it. Oh, an Arctic research base. And a sulfur quarry to boot. Nice, very nice. Alright, we're gonna make our way to outpost. We'll follow the road, and we'll go from there. Lots of oil barrels here, that's good. I like to try and get a vehicle as quick as I can. Albeit it's a little easier when you're playing on your own server because, well, you don't have any PD around to pain in the butt to you. But still a challenge nonetheless. Alright, let's follow the road along to Outpost. So now as admin you get the third party view. I don't play in it very much. It's fun to see what you're carrying though. Nothing spectacular. Looks like I've got satchel charges attached to my hip. Which doesn't make much sense, but hey, got no clothes on. What the hell. We can play it this way too, so a little bit more complicated. Here's one where you get a head bob. Things are a little bit more skewed. So it shows you where your head's tilting every time you pick something up, where you're putting it. There's this one that doesn't even show you the weapon in your hand. He's just going around with no weapon in your hand. So if I stopped attacking, it's not there. And then there's the base where it's in your hand. Alright, we're going to pick up some wood. And we'll run through the field. It looks a little quicker. Mind you, we do need scraps. Maybe we'll go back to the road. Let's go back to the road. Loot as we go. Now, what I like doing on a dedicated server, my specific server, is just figuring out how maps spawn up, how the monuments work, where things spawn in, so when you actually get onto a live server, you're a little bit more familiar with where things are, how the game works, etc., etc. So, obviously on a live server, you're going to have to worry about other people. Other people are quite toxic for the most part, so not always fun, but, you know, that's kind of the charm-ish, I guess, of this game. And you start noticing where little things are hidden, where you might not think of looking when you're playing on a live server, but as you play a dedicated server, you start picking up, you know, different spots where things might spawn up at. Especially around these wrecks on the sides of the roads. Sometimes the crate will spawn partially underground. You only see a little rim of it. There's Piggy. Broke my rock. Well, now what am I gonna do? Maybe I'll find a weapon. Perfect. It's a weapon. Put some clothes on. I tend to do a lot of the diving, so I tend to collect the diving gear. There's an axe. Two-handed scrap will make this a lot easier to farm. So now my stack sizes are doubled, which doesn't work so well for food items like water, because, yeah, they stack, and if they accidentally stack on top of each other and you have water in one, it'll cancel out the other one, so not ideal. I can customize specific things to stack. I haven't done so yet, but I probably will, especially when it comes to water, because I've lost a lot of water because they stack on top and then it just despawns the water, essentially. Alright, we're just going to keep following this road here, looting the boxes as we go. Keep in mind, this is, again, a dedicated service. There's nobody else online, so you don't have to worry about anybody else. If you're playing on a live server, obviously you're going to be a lot more aware of your surroundings, who's around you, what they're doing, etc., etc. But because I just like to enjoy a game without having to be paranoid, this is just more enjoyable for me. So it's nice. It's nice, and like I said, it's a bit of a learning. You get to you acquaint yourself with more things. So here's one of these hidden things that you might not think was here, but it's one of these hidden crates that, you know, have engine parts in it, which are helpful for when you find a vehicle. Of course, I don't have other parts for this vehicle, but, I mean, there's 2 parts right there. Now if I think I'm just gonna mark that as a spot and see if I can't find some more vehicle parts, because I'd like to have a vehicle. Farm some more scrap. And when we get to Outpost, I will end up recycling a good portion of the stuff. You'll notice that I just threw out what I didn't want, just to despawn the item. So when you walk away, eventually it'll despawn and respawn quicker. It didn't save somebody from going in there and saying, oh well, I don't need this either. So, you know, it's a nice little way to just get rid of stuff you don't want to see anymore. Oh. Better be careful. Ranch is a safe zone. Pick up some stone here, some sulfur. There's a bit of wood over here. You know, these little, like, resource nodes, little, like, tidbits of resources floating around are nice to pick up if you don't have the proper utility to farm it off the tree or anything like that. Horses are also very nice to have. I saw hemp. Cloth is good to have. Is there any more hemp around? No. So I'm in the safe zone, so I can't use my weapon, so all I can do is loot boxes now. This, I think I needed spark plugs for that vehicle. There's a chicken. At some point you're going to want to find a place to build. I myself like building near monuments. I don't know why, because it attracts the patrol attack, the attack dropper, which, you know, if you're unlucky enough to be in its sights, you just get destroyed right quick by them. You can hide under, if they don't see you, it's fine, but if they see you, well, they're gonna use every trick they can to get rid of you. Now, I think I already have pistons, and I have spark plugs in me, so I won't take those. But I'll pull them and despawn them. Looks like there's another vehicle there. There's lots of vehicles in this game, I find. You can find the modular pieces floating around. Different sizes. This is a 3-piece one. 1, 2, 3. I like the 4s, especially when you have like the storage module. It just gives you that extra space, so that's always nice. But again, it's private server, just kind of exploring things, seeing where things are, seeing how things spawn, what to look for rocks. I know when I first started, I didn't know what I was looking for when I was trying to harvest like top rocks. stones, logs, anything like that, so I was struggling all the time trying to get that stuff out. Wood shutters. Wood shutters are not a bad thing to have. I don't use the mailbox too much, so we'll switch those out. I like to use the shutters to close up my windows. So when I'm at a house, I just like to have windows. There's a crate. Now I don't have space for a spring, so I'll just pull it to despawn it. There's some more stones. You start picking up what actually is pick-upable. That was metal ore and stone. I don't think I picked the metal ore up because I don't have space for it right now. So, let's see. Anything we need to get rid of? No, what don't we need right now? Let's get rid of that because I could probably use the metal ore more than I can use the sewing kit because I generally just scrap it. The sewing kit takes for once to get some research done. So. And the semi-automatic body gives better scraps, so we'll pull the fuse because we're not using that right now. We won't be using it for a little bit. Semi-automatic body gives you high quality metal and scrap metal. Scrap metal, maybe metal fragments, so it's good to have to just even reduce. Sweater, I've got the hazmat on, so I'm not worried about the sweater right now. Still looking for some more parts for that vehicle that I saw back on the other side of the ranch. We're just going to do a little bit more farming here. This is one of the 4-module cars. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the largest you can get in this game. There's a wolf. Wolves are a pain in the butt. I don't like them, especially when they don't have a ranged weapon. But if you jump up on a car, they walk away because they can't get you. They're not scripted. Not scripted to get you on a car. Well, they can't bite you. I need some valves, so because I'm not near the water right now, I'm gonna pull out the flippers. I can buy those at Boatyard. And actually, those spark plugs are better than those spark plugs. I hear the puppy dogs floating around. I run with 7.1 on. It's so confusing because it doesn't make sense sometimes where the sounds are coming from, which is the volume. It sounds like it's further away, but then it's not. So, 2s I usually keep, but because I have just a single engine that I'm working on, I will just need one. Go check out the supermarket here. And then maybe we'll head back to, again, because I'm not diving yet. Eat some food. Lots of food. Food is good. And anything else on the shelves? And always remember that, yeah, this is a dedicated server. If this was on a live server, I mean, you're not going to have such free reign. You're going to be a lot more cautious on what you do because, yeah, you're just going to need to. Otherwise, yeah, if you're not paying attention, you're just going to get defeated. And that's not fun after a while. So I'm just despawning everything. I mean, it doesn't make a difference right now, but it's just me on here. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna swap the... actually... do we have a recycler here? I don't think we have a... oh, yes, we do have a recycler here. Let's go recycle stuff. I think it's on the other side. Yeah, it's right there. Get that, get that. The phone I don't care about. It's already got clothes. Water bucket. Burn barrel. There's a recycler. Let's get stuff recycled. Because I don't need any of this stuff right now. I'm just going to recycle it. And get the resources for it. And in the process, I'm going to keep looting the rest of the area. So as you see, I despawn the crates. Just so they respawn with fresh stuff. So if you're on a live server, you know, some people might appreciate that. You could leave them nothingness, but I would appreciate it more if I have fresh crates to loot, not crates that have already been looted. Apparently there's ups on the roof here. I haven't been on this roof before. I don't know what's up here. Looks like just a crate. Yeah, just a single crate. Recycler. Some scrap. I'm not using road signs right now. Fire arrows I don't need right now. Bone arrows I don't need right now. I like keeping the electrical stuff because I tend to use that a lot more. The rope, I don't need that much rope. For a sleeping bag, which I found was the hardest to get, was just to get a sleeping bag. These wood walls are full. Oh, that's nice. That's super nice. That's 125 scrap at Outpost. And I tend to buy a lot of those, so. Now with the green key card, we can go back to Harbor if we want. Picking up a fuse. Maybe I'll pick up that fuse I threw out earlier. Go back to harbor because the vehicle I want is down that way anyways. Let's see, where did I throw that fuse? There it is. Perfect. And I think that's it for the scrapper. Yeah, so we're gonna run back. I'm gonna run back to where my car was that I was got parts for. I think I have all the parts now. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, we can find stuff on the way too. And we'll just do this little bit of running for a little bit here. If you were, you know, live server, you'd be watching, looking around, making sure people aren't around you. Constantly looking, checking. You'll notice that my trees don't always render in, but that's because I don't need them to render in as I'm running fast. And we'll get this, we get some more scrap. Scrap's a primary resource, so you definitely want to keep the scrap up. Need it for a lot of like the higher level stuff. I'm sure I've already got pistons, but just in case I don't have pistons, I'm gonna... Oh, those spark plugs are better than mine. Just in case I don't have a piston. Carburetor I do know I gave. So we're just gonna keep going. Keep looting things out. There's some more. Nope. Now, with the vehicle that I found, it only requires one of each because it's a compact piece. This is the same thing, so it's the engine and the cockpit together, so it only requires, you know, one set of components. If you're finding one that's got a separate engine, I think we passed one earlier. If it's got a separate engine, you need double pieces. So you need two valves, two pistons, one carburetor, one crankshaft. I hear something around me. Two valves, two pistons, two spark plugs, one crankshaft. Oh, there's Piggy. What do you want, Piggy? I can't do anything to you. If I attack the pig now, I'm gonna get attacked by a ranch, so I don't want that. So I'm gonna try and do my best just to avoid confrontation with the pig. Continue on my way. Horses, the ranch, the large barn. I think this, no, this is ranch. You buy your horses at ranch. Ranch or large barn. Outpost is primary hub. Some maps have a trade hub, so trade hub you can also buy stuff. A switch is nice to have, but it's the first thing you research. Because I'm full and I don't have a base yet, I'm just going to despawn this stuff. Primarily collecting scrap. That's what I need, that's what I want. Let's see, and this was this the vehicle I was working on? Yeah. So, there's crankshaft, spark plugs, valves, and we'll get rid of that. And so this is a three modular, 1, 2, 3, with the 2. I don't really know what the box is for, you can't do much with it. Put some fuel in it. Hop in. Turn the volume down on that a little bit. There we go. And we're gonna head to harbor because now I have a green key card and I have a fuse. I can try and get into the resource room there, which I think just has a blue key card, which is good for, you know, the higher level areas. I think water treatment plant doesn't have a blue key card. The Arctic base probably has a blue key code though. I haven't actually gotten in to explore the Arctic base. The scientists there are rather well armed. And that's no fun, so as we come here, we'll find out where we needed to go. Find the fuse house. sun is setting. There's the fuse house. And that's connected down to... Hey, what the hell? Apparently you can't crash through pylons. And the fuse house is down there. So, fuse house is here. Looks like we have to break into this one. Board it up. Oh, look, a crate. And that's nice, we'll keep that. Fridges are nice for food. I'll keep the gears, eventually I'll need them. We'll go here, we'll put the fuse in. We'll bring the key card down. And we'll run down here. It's on a timer, I believe. So, well, the fuse, once the fuse burns out... Oh, there's a switch I gotta turn on too. So, there's a switch, outside switch. Make sure you turn that on before you go running that way. There's two of them. There it is. So the first switch turns on the lights. The second switch that I pressed activated the key code. And then you swipe key code through. We don't need a torch because it's dark in here, I can't see. And we get a blue key card. And whatever's in here. Some of the scrap. I can't use these things yet. I don't have a base. I will take the diving mask. And maybe the metal spring. And I can recycle that. So once the fuse burns out, the door automatically closes. There is a recycler here. I just don't exactly know where it's at fully, 100%. Sometimes it's just down off the edge of one of these areas. Sometimes it's over at the front and it's off something else. So that's boats. Let's go over that side. I think it's over there. I feel it's gonna be over there. So nighttime in Rust is just a nightmare if you're got no kind of light. It's not too bad right now, but once it gets later in the night, you'll realize it gets dark. So recycler, I think is no, not down here. Where's that recycler? I know there's a recycler here. Where's that? Nope. Nope. Okay, it must be on the other side then. It's best not to fall in the water if you don't have a wetsuit on. Cold sucks. You die. And you gotta start all over again, essentially, unless you can retrieve your body fast enough. I think they despawn in 5 minutes. I think the bags remain for, I think, 10, maybe 15 minutes. I'll hop in my truck here, turn on the lights. See if we can't find our way through safely without blowing stuff up. Think we can fit through there? I don't think we can. Let's find out. There we go. Beautiful. Maybe it's down here. I know there's a recycler somewhere around here. The refinery's over there. So the recycling might be over this way. So here's dark. So if you're, yeah, it's lit up-ish because I turn the lights on, but otherwise it's pretty dark. Nighttime in Rust is always the more dangerous, especially if other people have like night vision or something. I came that way and the scrapyard wasn't, the scrapper wasn't over there. And let's see, there's gotta be a scrap, gotta be a recycler somewhere. Okay, we'll keep cruising in the vehicle. I know there's a recycler here, just gotta find it. There's a refinery. Well, we might as well use that. We got oil. Oil to refine. Wood in there. Let it do its thing. Obviously, if you're on a live server, you'd probably want to stay and protect that. Otherwise, people are just going to walk in and take it from you if you're not careful. I mean, you'll probably be just getting shot up anyways if you're not observant of the area. Again, why I like a dedicated server, my own private server, so I can just, you know, enjoy the game, have fun with it, not have to be so worried about getting shot around every corner because of somebody just wanting to, because that's what they do. That's what a lot of people just do. They just shoot you because. I had one person shoot me, and then after shooting me, it's like, oh, do you want me to pop you up? I'm like, well, why did you shoot me if you're just going to pop me up? So, you know, it's a toxic, very toxic environment sometimes. I don't know where this recycler is. It's kind of bugging me. There's the beach. I know there's a recycler here. The harbor has a refinery and a recycler. There are two different types of harbors. This is one type, the other type did not spawn on this map, I don't think. This is a 2500 map, so it's relatively small comparatively. Compared to a 6000, which is the largest map, this is a small map. I really don't know what the recycler is, so I might just head back. We'll go back to the refinery, get the crude. That's cooking away right now. Oh, can't pick it up. I'd rather the crude oil, be honest. Because I can refine it. And that is important. So as you can see, there's multiple ways to get to certain places. And then there's ways you can't get back out unless you go the right way. So, my torch is going to run out shortly if I'm not careful. I really want to find this recycler. I know there's one, I just don't know where it's at right now. I do know there's one floating around. It's gotta be somewhere around here. Maybe it's over here. Oh, but there's a barrel. See? But that's night. You can't even see what the hell you're looking at sometimes. It's just pitch black. Kind of like the real world, if you think about it. If it's super dark out, you're not seeing in front of you at all, so... No recycler yet. Will it appear? Nothing here. Now I'll jump onto these freighters, these cargo ships, but then I tend to usually get stuck falling in the water, getting back off, and I don't really feel like getting wet and freezing, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try not to do that. I know somewhere around here. Somewhere around here is what we're looking for. Maybe here? Oh. Where is this recycler this time? We've already been up to front there, so we know it's not over there. Maybe this doesn't have one here? I'm sure it does. Sure all harbors have a recycler. See, if you're not careful, you'll walk straight into the water. Yeah, I just don't know where that recycler is right now. So here's dark. It's pretty dark, shadows. If you're looking into like the bushes. You can't see anything. You can't even see what's in front of your face. Which is apparently just scrap. Which is weird, because usually there's 2 pieces. Oh, it's a rug. I don't need a rug. Not right now. Oh, the recycler. Yeah, it's right over here, silly. But the other harbor, it's on the other side. It's off one of the piers. The recycler's right over here. There it is. I knew that. I knew that. So again, we'll recycle stuff. Stuff we can. Tarps are useful. Let that do its thing. Then we'll head back to the refinery. Pick that stuff up and then probably start building a base come morning. There we go. There we go, it's morning now. It's coming light. Still dark, but coming light. And metal blades. There's some more fuel and oil. So as you'll see, the fuse has dissipated. It's only got a lifetime. And so if we go in here, we see that yep, no more fuse. The switch is off. And the door should be closed. Yeah, so the door is closed. Alright, we're gonna go find our truck. I can't remember where I put it. Somewhere over here. I hear an airdrop somewhere. In a live server, airdrops are useful. Right over there. Where's right over there? Right over there. Somewhere in this area, probably. Let's see. I'll go to the refinery. Pick up this. Take that. And the charcoal is good for gunpowder, but I mean, I don't have a base yet, so I'm trying to. I don't have a lot of space, so. And we'll put just cause. Now we have fuel. Actually, what we can do is we're gonna create a hammer. Create a hammer, and we're going to repair this vehicle. It'll go quicker. So currently the engine is sitting at 56% with low quality components in it. So not the greatest stuff, but you know, gets you a vehicle. We'll repair it. We've got high quality metal from scrapping, recycling. So it requires wood, high quality metal fragments to repair it. Now we went from 56% to 70, so that's not bad at all. Just because we'll repair the box too. Perfect. I'm gonna drink some water here. And we're gonna go for a drive and see if we can't go retrieve that airdrop. Now my computer's going to be jumpy for the simple fact that I've got the server running in the background as well. So when you're playing on an actual live server and you don't have a server running in the background, chances are it's going to run a lot smoother. It depends on your hardware too. I looked at my motherboard today and realized it's about 10, 11 years old. So I'm thinking of buying myself a new motherboard, new RAM, processor and all that to make things better, so. Anyways, we're gonna go try and retrieve that airdrop. We have fuel now. Don't worry about the yellow. Fuel light coming on. The airdrop is... looks like it's over here in G10 quadrant, so we're just gonna do a little off-roading. Yeah, it's gonna drop down somewhere over here, maybe up on this mountain. Maybe we'll just build a house up here on the mountain here. can't make it up this hill with this truck. If you have better quality parts, your truck goes faster, it doesn't struggle as much going up the hills, truck, vehicle, whatever you can create. You can make a car, you can make a truck, you can make a bus, taxi. Yeah, there's all sorts of modular components. So I think airdrop's gonna drop somewhere around. Yeah, it's gonna drop right up and over there. So back in the vehicle, see if we can't make it up a little bit further. We're getting into the desert. Maybe frozen. Yeah, but yeah, we're getting into the frozen here. There we go. So maybe we'll build a house right here in the frozen area. I have an axe. I have wood. Let's start chopping. The X indicates the weak points on the trees, so if you follow along with the X's, you'll end up chopping the tree down in theory faster. You don't have to follow the X's, it just takes a little longer, a couple more hits, a little bit more durability on your weapon or tool. And I find if you're concerned about, having to worry about other people, chopping the logs is good. You can look around, you don't have to swap places and change different sets and this and that, so. There's the airdrop, so yeah, we're close to outposts, not a bad spot. So we're gonna go drive the truck over there. We don't need to, but we're going to. Because we got it, why not? And there's the airdrop. Lots of people will be vying for this airdrop because it has ammo, weapons, and all sorts of fun loot in it. So there's weapons, ammo, high quality, the stuff that people want. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull that and create this. Get water up there. And I think we're gonna build. Let's build maybe. Build right about here. So we start with the foundation. I always use a square. I use square foundations. I see a lot of people use the. Well, we're a little high. Don't really like that idea. Can't do much there. Okay, so we will alter that. Build down here. There we go. Now, I see a lot of people like to put like 2 doors here, 1 here, 1 here. I haven't really figured out the point of it. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but I haven't really figured out the point of it. I like windows. Some people don't. So I end up putting windows in as well. And because we don't need this, we will chop it down. Chopping buildings seems to take a long time. I did find out if you're playing on a PvE true server, like a true PvE server, if you attack even your own base, you automatically die. So, not fun, not ideal. And what we're going to do is we need a tool cupboard. We're going to put a refinery right out here. Let's put it right. That's close home. Close to home, right there. That's a good spot for it. That's good for cooking some oils. Get the crude going. Now, this is going to be problematic because I can't build steps up because it's too high, which is frustrating to say the least. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And we're gonna do this, and then we can place this TC here, which allows us to destroy stuff, stack pieces. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna build this out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to build much further that way, so I'm gonna place my tool cabinet here. This is your, like, base, main means of keeping your base alive. And with that, with the tool cabinet down now, I can go with my hammer here and I can demolish stuff. And I can go to, oh, I already chopped it out, right. So yeah, so there we go. We could upgrade it. I don't have the wood to upgrade yet. I'm playing with nobody else on the server, so I'm not overly worried about upgrading it right now. Lots of people like flat roofs, so they just like building these types of roofs. I like to create actual roofs, but of course that's not the most convenient, especially when you're trying to keep your base from people raiding you. You want to kind of upgrade to stone as quick as you can, or at least to like the wood as quick as you can. Yeah, so that didn't work the way I wanted it. But yeah, that didn't work. So we'll get rid of these triangle ones. That'll link. That'll put the roof pieces together, and then we will put a flat triangle there. So it just looks roomier, airier. It's nicer. I'm gonna build a. How many windows do I have? I think I just have the one. Yeah, just build one window. And I have metal fragments, so I guess I will put a code lock on there. Code lock's good for when you're playing with multiple people, friends. The key locks are good just for like solo build. Then you don't have to worry about creating keys for people. What I'm going to do is I need some more wood, so I'm gonna chop some wood. And close by the field here. Now on my server, I've increased the gather rate 2 times, so I'm getting double the amount of resources out of these logs and trees and rocks, all the resources, so which helps building costs, makes it a little easier. I've been tempted to put it like a half, because a half gain, so you get half the amount per resource. Just because I don't have any competition, so I don't have to worry about being chased by people or just defeated by people. So, alright, and then we have the window here. Put the window up right there. We'll come here. So see, with that base, the foundation that I put there, I was able to put this down. Now I have steps up. Before I couldn't put the steps up. It's a weird mechanic, but I guess it makes sense. And as you see is my log stack on a vanilla server with no mods. They only stack to 1,000, so that would be 3 slots. So all of my things stack up at least once or twice. And then, what was I doing? I was doing something. So here's my wood shutters. Put my shutters on. There we go. Open them up. Look out. Very nice. I'm going to create a wooden box. I've got components, maybe I'll make 2. And once I empty my bags, I can go collect that airdrop. And I'll make 2 doors as well. Okay, I'll move that to the front of the queue. That's right, I have doors right now. In the live server, you definitely want doors more than you want. You know, you focus on just get your base as sturdy as you can, to as quick as you can, because I beat these twigs. They have had hell. Doesn't take them much to destroy. Doesn't take much to destroy. Bam. One destroyed. So if you upgrade it, and then I gotta wait. Gotta wait for this piece of block to despawn here. But if you upgrade it to, say, wood, well, this is on the inside, so it does more damage from the inside. It just doesn't do as much damage. Still does a bit, but not near as much. But compared to the outside, we're at 238, we're at 237, so we went down 1, right? So it's it definitely adds up. And this is what you'll see most people do, is they build their base as quick as they can. I think this is partly why they tend to, people mostly tend to have multiple doors, because they can essentially block people from entering fully just by opening the door and opening the door. So it kind of makes people, you know, they're stuck. Which kind of makes it stuck for you as well, because you're coming through. So, you know, just saying. But I think that's why people tend to do it. You can always rotate it. You have to deploy door, you have to open it, and then you can pick it up. Because again, I'm not on an actual server that I'm concerned about, I just like do this. I'll put a code lock on the, and put it on the inside door here. There we go. Let's set a code. There we go. And there we go. We're out of fuel there, out of wood. Now we've got the crate here. I have a mod for crates that allow me to sort them specific to what I want them to be. For in this case, I'll go resources. And then if I wanted to, you know, make another one, I can sort it to, like, this is my selection of things: clothing, weapons, ammo, medicine, explosives, refined, resources, tools, components, electronics, keys, and building. So the keys, I would imagine, are for, you know, keys, which is fine. What's the actual keys box look like? And then as I do that, it does change the skin automatically, because yeah, it's nice to keep yourself organized that way. But I'm going to put it as resources. This is the resources bin. Resources, and then I will put a refined bin here, which is anything refined. So we'll sort that. So that's that. And then I'll build one more for components. This is where salvage shelves come in handy. So we put components in here. Again, changes the skin to let me know what it is. Put components in. I also have another mod that allows me to quick loot things, or just quick sort things. So components, there's more components, and this thing registers as components. This actually has more resources than it registers. Refined is, I mean, ores. The stone is not refined, but it goes into the refined bin. The wood's not refined, it goes into the refined bin. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. And we got sleeping bag. We'll put, I don't know where to put my sleeping bag. Where should I put it? Right there. That's a good spot. Always good to have sleeping bag. When you die, you can respawn on them, which is nice. I thought I was building another one. Must not have. Okay. So we'll do this. We'll do this. I'll probably build a couple more, actually. 2 of these. Nope, I don't have the wood. Okay, so one more. And then if I take the stone and the fuel out, stone and fuel, we need furnaces. A lantern is good to have in the night. And then a workbench. We need metal fragments, high quality scrap, workbench level 1, wood and scrap. So we need that in there for upkeep. So wood and scrap goes in here. And so workbench level 1 is what you need to start with a lot of things. And then we'll just put another one here, and we'll turn it into a tire, tools, probably a tire, clothing. Let's just send the clothes over there. Components, send components in. Resources, send the resources in. This also holds resources, so everybody's aware. You can stash resources in here. You do need to keep your upkeep though, so pay attention to that. I think I have it off on my private server, just because I want to have multiple bases floating around, which is fine by me to have multiple bases floating around. I'm going to put a refinery right there, or a furnace. Pull out my resources, pull out some wood, and maybe get a bit more metal scraps going. Now what we need is some more wood. I'm going to put a lamp right about, or right on top of, actually maybe I'll just put it right in the middle, I think. Lights up the entire area. Right there. And normally you would close your doors when you leave your base so people can't get in. And I'm gonna go get some more wood. So, get some more wood here. Okay, got lots of wood now. I have to get my workbench placed in here. I'm gonna put that right here, I think is a good spot for it. Right there. And anything else we need? It'd be nice to get another crate. I like to sort my crates quite often, so get 2 more crates. As you go through your research tree here, here's the Tech 1 research tree. You can get salvage shelves, which allow you to stack crates. You can go side by side or one-on-one, so you can stack 2 or you can stack 4 if you put them sideways. I can't get to it yet because I got to do a bunch of research to get that far. And there's that fridge. Speaking of fridge, I have a fridge. Fridge is good for food. Put the food. Put the fridge right there. I don't have any food, but if I did have food, it would come in the fridge. Like water. We'll take the scraps. We can put some more wood in. And we're running out of space here for crates. We'll put this is a tools one. Put tools in there. Technically, satchel charges are tools as well. And this one will put electronics in. Electronics. So that'll be electronics. And we'll put deployables in here as well. So deployables are water barrels. We'll put the cards in here as well. Maybe we'll put cards into components. We go here, we can store our wooden cannons. And we can throw some wood in there. As you improve your base, you need scrap, metal, you need metal fragments, wood, stone. So, yeah, there we go. Now, we have empty bags. We can go loot this airdrop. Chances are, if you were on a live server, it wouldn't have lasted that long, because somebody would have looted it by now. But anyways, so take that. And we'll back the car up somewhere here. Park the car. I'm gonna park the car. Where am I parking it? There we go. I like to try and build a garage for my cars. I always seem to be so it never seems to work as well as I want it to. I will take half of that out, because if you don't have it code locked, and you're on a live server, somebody's going to steal it. The oil refinery, nobody can, they have to destroy it, they can't just steal it, they can't pick it up and destroy it. And now we need another crate, so this is why I left these as twigs, because I'm going to expand my house here. So currently it's 268 per 24 hours to survive or to keep the upkeep. And with this I'm going to expand my base a little bit. Which way can we go? So we can go this way. Nope. We can go this way into that. Which might not be too bad. We can go over here, I think. We can go back this side. And we're too high on this side, I think. Too high? Ooh, barely. Too high? Why can't that work? Not enough space. Tell me there's not enough space there. Lots of space. Huh. Well, maybe because, yeah, shutters are open. There it is. Yeah, so I think we'll expand out. I don't mind a bit of a clipping. Maybe I'll put a door here, make a patio. I like having that stuff. I like to play roleplay. Okay. So I think you have 10 minutes to when you build it. If you have a TC up to, you can just demolish pieces. But if you don't have a TC up, well, you can't demolish your pieces. Can I put, yeah, there we go. Do I want that? That's too high there. I don't think I like that. So we'll go like this. Whoops, wrong button. And then we'll put make this a little deck. Oh, can't afford it. Cut some trees. There's a chainsaw in the game, which makes cut trees a lot quicker. You can buy it at Outpost for 125 scrap. You can find it on scientists. You can find it on players. If you go to players, you can find it in tool chests as well. So there's definitely quicker ways than chopping with an axe. There's also a mining drill, which automatically mines rocks, essentially stones or sulfur ore. It automatically mines it, so you don't have to really aim for these weak spots, it just does it. So, and then we'll, let's see, put that there. So from the outside here, you'll notice that it's, takes more work, right? So, does 1 damage, does 1 damage, and it damages your weapon too. If you watch the weapon down in the left corner, down in my number 1 slot, it damages a good chunk. So if you wanted to make that easier, if you don't have a TC up yet, you go inside and you can hack it on the soft side. And just like that, it's down. So this is what you have to do when you didn't build fast enough, or whatever the case may be. I think I'm actually going to put the but if you built it and then left it and then like, oh, I want to re-alter it, you have to break it down instead of being able to actually use the. I gotta wait for that to clear. I'm gonna put the door here, and I will put a wall there, and we'll make another door. And put a key lock on that one, just because key locks are simpler for me. I prefer them. And then we'll go to the roof. The roof is the same thing. I've come to realize that if you've got a square roof, and if you build essentially like this, that the roofs themselves will connect up. It took me a long time to figure that out. I'm like, why can't these connect up? It'd be nice if they connect up. It looks clean. So they look a little cleaner when you're using all the same things. I've also figured out that building houses, that if you're using triangle foundations, that you should have a triangle roof, which will actually link up to the actual square roofs if that's how it's set up. So now my lock's done, so we'll put the lock on here. It's got a lock to get through, and then you got a code lock. So this is going to cause problems when I'm building stuff, because it's going to want to build on that grade, which gets to be a pain in the butt, but is easily workable. And well, let's see, we will do this. Door lock. There we go, little patio. Perfect. Take a look out. Yeah, what do I like to do? I like to make little overhangs. Covered deck. It doesn't work so well when you're using wall frames. But you can put posts up there. But if you've got this here, like a half wall or a quarter wall, you can't put the posts there. So it gets a little unstable. So if I were to go to my hammer here, it shows you stability is 44%. 44%, you know, that's 100%, it's the foundation, 88, 89. This roof piece is 26%, so it's resting on itself, so stability does come into play. Back in there. Now I'm gonna put an iron box, ammo box. I'm just gonna loot all of that. And I'm going to put a box there. Create another box. And so, I mean, I'm still new to this game, so this is probably not the greatest design setup for, you know, securing a base, but whatever. It's just me. I don't have to worry too much about other people. If I get familiar enough with the game, or familiar enough with the server controls, I might actually host servers. We'll see, I don't know. And let's see, so we're going to turn this into ammo. Put all the ammo in there. And we'll put the weapons in there too. So again, it auto skins it, so I know what I'm looking at. Resources can go, you know, resources, sorted its way. Resources in general are just, that's resources, so there you go. I'll put the deployables back in here. And I will put the furnace, you know, the furnace probably work right there. Perfect. So, come back to the components here, resources. Because I want to repair it. Break the game. The repair bench. I want to build a repair bench. I need to repair my thing. It's 125 metal fragments, and I just don't have that yet, I don't think. I do. Good. Perfect. So we'll go here, workbench 1, build a repair bench. I guess I need to research that first. I can't even repair it yet. I need to research it. And then we'll get to scrap. I'm going to need to expand this just even further. So I might actually just create this as wall. So yeah. Guess I'm gonna expand this further. Got a roof on it. Put a roof up here. Oh, come on. Don't do that. I know you can do better than that. So see, this is where that instance is where you have to destroy the actual piece. Took longer than expected to get dealt with, you know. Oh, come on. Why is that not linking up nicely? The hell? It's things like this that bug me. It's usually that links up nicely, because anybody can jump through that. If they can get up to the roof, they can jump through that. Why is it not linking up? God damn it. That's frustrating. Okay, well then. A little frustrating. Because it should link up. It's done it before. It knows how to. I know it does. Ah, that's a little frustrating. And then I can't actually... I can't build over this side because it's too big. Well, that's why it's a triangle. Right. No, that's a triangle. Oh, I can build. Nice, that's good. I'm glad. Okay, now we'll go back inside. Because I built this time frame that I have allocated to give me to build stuff. Put a window there. Build this. Another instance of having to destroy it. Okay. Let's see if this will connect up the way it needs to. Oops. Wrong things. Put a roof on here. Oh, such annoying. Such an annoyance. Okay, can I build it? No, it's too far up. Shit. Well, that's frustrating. Very frustrating, that. That's frustrating. Yeah, I can bring it down one. It'll work, but it's gonna look tacky. Because this'll be open. Anybody can just, like, you know, walk in. Sneak into your base that way. You can't even put a half wall there. its foundation. But you can put half walls here. And then walls up here. And then roof. And yeah, about all I can really do on that front. I found out watching people on YouTube that it's better to use this with arrows to destroy walls. If you have entities you want to destroy, just use arrows. It's a lot cleaner. It's nicer. So I guess I have a gap now. So we can. Yeah, that doesn't work the way I ever wanted to. Oh, that bugs me too. See how the grid's different? I don't know about anybody else. That bugs me. So. Oh, bugger. Okay. Now, let's see. Here's where it becomes frustrating for me, because I want to keep it clean. There we go. So there we go. Now if we go outside, it looks like that, which kind of bugs me. Because, yeah, kind of bugs me. And it looks like you can get up to the roof anyways, so that's not ideal. Maybe put roofs here. I don't think we can. Ooh. I mean, we can, but it's still gonna look tacky. I should probably not be in there. I get stuck in there. Come on, let me place it. Placing through walls. Yeah, I can't do that, so. I can do it right here, eh? So yeah, I don't like that at all. I mean, it's workable. It's doable. It's doable. I'm not a fan of it, but it works. It's the only problem I've noticed with building with the roofs, the actual roofs. So anyways, I'm gonna put the research table right here. Put the repair bench. I like having a repair bench looking out a window. This is me. And I don't know where my shutters went. I feel I put them somewhere. Oh, I put them on this one. Right. That's fine. So we'll move this. We'll pick it up. We'll move it. We'll loot this. Pick it up. We'll move it. Tools. We can put tools. Clothing. Components. Loot all that. Components we can put right there. We have just enough space for one more, maybe. Just enough space for one more. So we put our tools back in here. Clothing back in here. We will get our resources. I have the scrap in my hands. research this. Research that so I can learn a blueprint. Let's see, is there enough? Oh, just enough space. And let's see, resources, clothing, weapons. We'll put weapons. Where do I have the weapons? I have the weapons currently. The ammo bit. Weapons. Learn the blueprint. Now I can make that, but I need a metal blade. Oh, I need road signs. And I think I got rid of all my road signs. So, there's a lot of micromanagement, there's a lot of base management, I guess you could say. Depending. I mean, of course, it's all dependent on your playstyle. Now remember, it was like 298. Now that's 433 per hour, 20 per day. So it's gone up exponentially. And there we go. Now, good to have some ammo or a rifle. I have a dive tank, which is nice, and goggles. I need a wetsuit, flippers. Let's see, there is no fresh water near me. Oh, there's a river. There's a river by me. So grab that. Actually, need to research that before I forget. 125 scrap. This is essentially how you raid bases. The tech one anyways. Used to get satchel charges. And now I can make that. It's a tool. Bean can grenade, small stash, and a rope. So, bean can grenades are down at the bottom of the tech tree for tech 1. Bean can grenades are way down here, right there. If you're lucky, you can find some, which helps you research it. You can research shotguns. So I've researched the cleaver, so I can make that now without having to spend points into these points yet. I'm probably going to spend points into them anyways, because I like to do the diving, and it's good to have a spear gun. It's also good to have clothing and all that jazz, and I'm also going to go into the electrical, because I tend to do the electrical as well. I like wiring up houses here. So, that's Rust. This is Rust. This is my server of Rust. This is me playing Rust. I mean, if I were to go on a server, a live server, I mean, I would have been toast. Oh shoot, several times. It depends how many people are on the actual game, right? So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna go get some water. It's cold out this side. So the longer you play these games, the more bases you end up collecting. And the more resource and upkeep you have to do and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's good to start with a small base. Most people just start with 1x2 or something like that. Expand onto it or just move to a different base. Start a new one, whatever the case may be. I don't know how people play. I don't know how I would play. And I like to just create multiple bases. But again, private server, you don't have to worry about people raiding them. I've got decay off, so I don't have to worry about decaying. couple things that I really don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna leave it, but I don't like it. Huh. It's upgraded apparently on the underside. That's not normal. Oh no. Now I've got water storage. That I am actually going to... It's dark in here, I can't see anything. I don't know what the hell I'm putting it. Where am I putting this? Where's a torch? Do I have a torch? I feel I have a torch, so I can't even see. Where's my lantern? There it is. Whew. Good thing I have a lantern built. I have a battery, which is great, but I can't do anything with it until I can charge it. Somewhere over here. Is a furnace. That's not gonna help me. I don't know where my torch went. Where do I want to put my water storage? I mean, I could, well, I don't really want to deal with that because I don't like that area. But, where can I put stuff? Water storage. Let's fill that up. That'll be good for gardening when I get gardening. And where do I want to put the resources? Resources crate. Maybe I will. Resources right here? No? You gonna let me? That's because I've got that stupid grass patch. You know what? We'll make it work. Go right there. And I will put the furnace. Where am I gonna put the furnace? Put the furnace right there. Yeah, we can make that work. The lighting is actually rather impressive in this game. See, so that the class is refined. Refined goods. Where am I refined? Right here. And because I damaged furnace. And I damaged my chest. Perfect. There we go. Alright. And there's nighttime. Oh, where's my light? There hammer back in there. And I'm gonna call it for tonight. If anybody is watching, thanks for watching. If not, well, take care. We'll maybe see